Hello, my name is Opal Emilio, and welcome to the final reflection for this class SWU 171. Let's begin. Okay, for slide one of the biggest things I learned in this course is how to analyze issues using micro, meso, and macro framework. This helped me understand that individual problems are often connected to larger systems like community resources and public policy. According to Hempworth, social workers must assess clients' situations with broader environmental and systemic contexts, not just individual behavior. This really changed how I viewed social problems. For slide two, in the key learning in advocacy, advocacy was another major takeaway. I learned that advocacy is not optional in social work, it is a responsibility. Social workers advocate for individuals while also working to improve policies and systems. The National Association of the Social Workers Code of Ethics 2021 emphasizes that social workers should challenge social injustice and promote change, which shows how central advocacy is to the profession. In my next slide, for the impact on my future, the way this will it do is these lessons will influence my future career by helping me think beyond immediate solutions. I now understand that helping someone in the moment is important, but long-term change requires addressing systemic issues. I also feel more confident in speaking up for others and advocating for fairness, equality in different situations. So example is I want to be a police officer and someone that I could interact with while on patrol might be a sex worker. With that sex worker, instead of just only arresting that individual for the crime that's being committed, I would help her get connected to other resources to get her out of that field, just in case if she's being abused, using drugs, or if they are a minor or a runaway. I I could also help push for better policies in the department so that it's not an automatic arrest. It's just trying to help them to get out of it. How my personal perspective changed. My perspective on social work has changed a lot. Before this course, I thought social work was mainly about helping individuals. Now I understand that it also involves policy, advocacy, and addressing systemic inequality. This broader view has helped me see how impactful social work is at multiple levels and increase my respect for the profession. I also didn't know that technically social workers could be police officers too. In this slide, I will be talking about strength of social work. One of the biggest strengths of social work is the ethical foundation. The National Association of Social Workers Code of Ethics emphasizes values like dignity, worth of a person, and social justice. These principles guide social workers to support vulnerable populations while also addressing inequality. This highlights that empathy and ethical responsibility are central to effective social work practice. In this slide, I'll talk about the weakness of social work. A major weakness in social work is burnout. Social workers often deal with emotional stress, high caseloads, and limited resources. This can make it difficult to provide consistent care. This issue exists because there is a high demand for services, but not always enough funding or support, which creates pressure within the profession. In addition, another reason why there's a high burnout is that there's not a balance of of work life and home life. A lot of people don't have different methods of alleviating the stress at home, like either taking up a sport, exercising, doing some hobbies just to alleviate that stress that's been piling up over time. In this slide, I'll talk about what I learned about advocacy. I learned that advocacy happens at all levels, from helping one person access resources to influencing policies that affect entire communities. Advocacy is important because it creates long term change instead of temporary solutions. Hepforth explains that social workers must actively engage in promoting social change to improve overall well being. In my last slide for the conclusion, overall, this course has shown me that social work is about more than just helping people. It is about creating change. It combines ethical values, advocacy, and understanding of systems to improve both individual lives and society as a whole. These lessons will stay with me in both my career and everyday life. These are my references, and thank you so much for being a part of this long journey.